All right, great. Welcome everybody to tonight's training. We are learning how to get from the leads that we're going to be receiving to Jarvis and how to go ahead and auto dial them, as well as having the script right next to it, and just kind of pretty much how to use everything on Jarvis and make it very smooth for you. So to start off with, we want to make sure that everybody's under the TKO ACA drop down here. Once you've logged in, you've had everything created for you, and then from here we're going to go just click to manual actions. From there we're going to click let's start. Okay, normally right now we're going to go ahead and go through a few other things just to make sure that we're smooth sailing. Go ahead, Howard, and walk me through one of the beginning steps that we would be going through.
So once you've clicked let's start, it's going to automatically start dialing. When it starts dialing, it's going to open up your first contact that you're phoning. So just go into your contacts, click contacts, and then click on your first contact. When that opens up and it's going to start dialing, make sure you click on notes. And there's your script. As I was saying earlier to the guys, your script is very monotone. You need to sound depressed. You sound like you're either a postal worker or you work at the DMV and life's miserable and you're just going through the motions, you're doing your job. You don't want any high-pitched voices. You don't want any, you want to be as monotone as possible. And the reason being, you want to try to sound you don't want to sound like you're a salesman and you're not a marketer and you're not a telemarketer. All you're doing is you're calling to verify the information. So the first paragraph is you're telling them you're verifying the information. So it's very simple. It's going to populate with the person's information and your information. So you basically just need to read it. So it's going to go, Kimberly, it's Rob. I'm calling you from the insurance market just to quickly verify your information we have on file. Now you have two options. Either we have their date of birth or we don't. We pretty much will have the address for everyone. Some people we won't have date of birth. Date of birth is the information we're trying to get. So if we have their date of birth, you're going to say, we have your date of birth as March 24, 1982. Is that correct? Okay, perfect. And you're still living in New Jersey, correct? Okay, great. That's the information we need to see if they have an ACA plan. We need their first name, their last name, their date of birth, and their state. With those four pieces of information, we can do our job and we can see if they need a plan and if they don't have. So if it says that we don't have their date of birth, we will have their address. So you're going to go to option 2. So you're going to say to the person, we have your address is 28 Beyond Burger, Jersey City, New Jersey. Is that still correct? Okay, perfect. Kimberly, what's your date of birth? So now we're trying to get the other information that we need. Okay, the person's going to respond. Now, so the first step that we did was our introduction, introducing yourself. You verify the information, and now you're telling them why you phone in or why you're calling. So it's okay, great, Kimberly. The reason for my call is we're actually appointed with the marketplace to help people with their insurance during open enrollment. Do you have health insurance from the marketplace? You're going to have one of 3 answers. The person's either going to say yes, they're going to say they're not sure, or they're going to say no. What we'll do is we'll work through each of those, and then we'll work through one all the way, and then we'll come back and do number 2 and number 3. So if the person says yes, your follow-up is, okay, that sounds good. Kimberly, I'm going to get one of our specialists to review your plan to make sure it's set up correctly. You're saving as much money as possible, and you're getting all your credits from the government. Does that work for you? Person's response is going to be yes or no. So Rob, scroll down to the bottom. If the person's response is yes, and say, okay, perfect, I'm going to send your information to a specialist and they'll contact you in about 24 to 48 hours. Kimberly, thank you for your time, and we're looking forward to helping you. Have a great day. Bye. If the person says no, and you want to take it a little bit further, that they don't want us to look into it, go all the way down, Rob. Okay, not a problem. Kimberly, is there any reason you wouldn't? Now you're going to find their reasons why. They might say, we're working with another agent, we're working with another broker, it could be anything. And that's when you're going to see if you can get that information and get the person to say, okay, take a look, which will be you saying, we specialize in this area, we save our clients a lot of money, just whatever you want to say. So let's go back up, Rob. Let's do the second option of not sure. Do you have health insurance from the marketplace? Person's not sure. Okay, not a problem, Kimberly. I'm going to get one of our specialists to see if you have a marketplace plan. If you do, they'll review it to make sure it's set up correctly, you're saving as much money as possible, and you're getting all your credits from the government. If you don't have a marketplace plan, we can see if you qualify for free health insurance. Does that work for you? So you'll see option 1, yes, and option 2, very, very similar wording. So you really can't get too confused. You just need to follow through with it. The person's either going to say yes or they're going to say no. If they say yes, you're going all the way down to, okay, perfect. I'm going to send you information. If they say no, it's okay, not a problem. So let's go back up now. Let's do the third option. Do you have health insurance from the marketplace? No. Okay, with the government grants, you might qualify for free health insurance. Would you like one of our specialists to contact you to see if you do? Yes or no? They say yes, you're going to go down. Okay, perfect. I'm going to send you information. If they say no, okay, not a problem. Is there any reason why you wouldn't? Okay, once you've completed that, you're going to go on the top left to additional info. Well, you're going to hang up with the person. You're going to go to the top left to additional info. And then your first drop down, ACA phone zone results. Click on that. Don't forget, put in the person's date if you did date of birth if you don't have it. And you're basically going to say, what was the result of your call? Either the person's not interested, and they don't have an ACA account. They're not interested, but they do have ACA. They're not interested, but they don't know if they have ACA. Remember, those were the 3 options that we had. If you don't speak Spanish and this person only speaks Spanish, you're going to put them into only Spanish, and they'll get sent out to someone else. If they're interested and they speak English, put them into interested English. If they're interested and they speak Spanish, put them into interested Spanish. Okay, and then once that's done, you're going to click unpause. It's going to go through to the next person. And then, Rob, if you click where it says 1 of 2, just click on that arrow on the right. Oh, sorry, just go back. Very, very important, additional info. Once you put in your result, okay, you're going to click hide empty fields above it at the top, and you have to, don't do that yet, but you will have to click save. Don't forget to hit save, because if you don't hit save, it doesn't go anywhere, and you're going to phone the person back again, and you're going to look like an idiot. Okay, so go to 1 of 2. We're going to click on the arrow. Now we go through to the next person. So click on notes. There's your script. This is Nick. Nick, it's Rob, calling you from the insurance market just to quickly verify your information. We have your date of, we have your address as Utah. Is this still correct? Okay, perfect. Nick, what's your date of birth? Go into general info. Okay, so yeah, it's just Utah. Guys, any questions? This is really, 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 really super simple.
So if obviously the address was here, then it would show up here.
Correct.
Okay, like the physical address. But
Yes.
you're saying that we're going to have addresses, not particularly date of births, but once we get the date of birth, we should be putting it in the system.
Correct. Date of birth is the main thing that we're trying to get if we don't have it. And then we're getting permission from them to say, you know, do you want us to take a look? Does that work for you? Yes, yes or no.
Yeah,
Very quick, very simple answer.
I would say date of birth, zip code, and income would probably be three huge things. Date of birth, especially zip code. Yeah.
So that comes later once those
Okay.
are to you and me. So
Got it.
if we still need that information, the person gets a questionnaire to fill in. But
That's
the
right.
whole thing here is you don't want this to take a long time. You're quick, you're just calling to do your job, you're verifying information, you're on the phone and off the phone, you've got phone calls to get through.
Got it.
Okay. The 2 best days of the week to call people and do your phone zone. Anyone know?
Mondays and Thursdays.
Saturdays and Sundays.
Oh,
Saturday and Sunday.
Saturdays and Sundays. People are home. They aren't at work. They aren't busy doing things. They're probably going to answer their phone. Your chances of them answering the call are much, much higher because telemarketers don't work on the weekend. When have you ever received a call from a telemarketer on the weekend?
I'm crying during the week. I'm crying. I'm like, what do you want?
You can do again that, you know, it's just going to make it easier for you. You're not a telemarketer, you're just calling to verify information. And if the person starts getting angry with you, upset with you, your rebuttal is, I appreciate that, I completely understand, I'm just trying to do my job. And then you move into the next question, into the question. I'm just doing my job. That's all. And hopefully if you call them on the weekend, they're a lot more relaxed and receptive to you, and they're not panicking because they've got 2 minutes to go on Facebook before their boss comes back. So who's up? Who wants to have a go at the script? Okay, Jennifer. Awesome. Rob, can you let Jennifer share her screen? I think you've over hosting abilities. Okay. Jennifer, you should have hosting. And then just share your screen.
Can you see my screen?
I can.
Okay.
So you are starting with Neela. Okay. So head up to the top and let's begin. And
Okay.
I'll respond.
Okay. Neela?
Yes.
Neela, it's Jennifer. I'm calling you from Insurance Market just to quickly verify your information we have on file.
Okay. Let me stop you. You sound so happy.
I'm sorry. Should I do this when I'm upset then?
just sound more depressed. Just be upset about it.
Okay. Why did I need to not smile? Neela.
Yes.
Neela, it's Jennifer. I'm calling you from Insurance Market just to quickly verify your information we have on file.
Okay, perfect. Stop there. Can you guys hear the difference in her tonality? She's gone from like super happy and I immediately think, oh, here comes the sale, to this person's boring. She's just calling to do her job. So that was excellent. I really like that. Okay, so let's start that again.
Okay. So start from the beginning.
Yeah.
Okay. Neela.
Yes.
Neela, it's Jennifer. I'm calling you from the insurance market just to quickly verify your information we have on file.
Okay. Now, the transition from the information we have on file into the options, you cannot pause. You've got to go straight into it. Because as soon as as soon as you pause, you create an opening for the person to tell you what to do with yourself. So don't pause, unless the only time you're stopping the script is if you're asking them a question. And we ask them a question like 3 times. The rest of the time you're talking and you're in a rush and you've got to get off the phone.
Okay.
Let's try that from the beginning.
Okay. Neela.
Yes.
Neela, it's Jennifer. I'm calling you from the insurance market just to quickly verify your information we have on file. We have your address as 564 West Street, Chicago, Tennessee. Is this still correct?
Yes, it is.
Okay, perfect. Neela, what's your date of birth?
March 24, 1982.
Okay, great. Neela, the reason for my call is we're actually appointed with the marketplace to help people with their insurance during open enrollment. Do you have health insurance from the marketplace?
Yes, I do.
Okay, that sounds good. Neela, I'm going to get one of our specialists to review your plan to make sure it's set up correctly. You're saving as much money possible, and you're getting all your credits from the government. Does that work for you?
Yeah, that should be fine.
Okay, perfect. I'm going to send your information to a specialist and they'll contact you in about 24 to 48 hours. Neela, thank you for your time and we're looking forward to helping you. Have a great day. Bye.
Okay, bye. So
Was that good?
that was perfect. So you'll see as you start going, the first, 100 calls that you do, the first 150 people, 100 people that you speak to, you're going to sound robotic. You're going to sound like you're reading from a script. But as you keep going, you're going to become very natural at it and you're going to change the wording slightly and just keep going at it. So share your screen again. Okay, now once a person's answered you, what are you going to do?
So I'm going to go to, I need, after I've hung up with them, you mean?
Yep.
Okay, so I need to fill in the information, date of birth.
Okay. And don't forget, once you've filled in date of birth, go back.
Oh.
Once you've filled in date of birth, you're going to have to go down to the bottom and click save. You're not going to see it now, but it will pop up. In fact, you can just put in date of birth so you can see. Just choose anything. You can't type, you have to click.
Oh, I have to select it?
Yeah, you have to pick the year, then the month, and then the date. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Now scroll down.
No, that's not going to help.
That's fine. It's okay. Scroll down.
Oh, and then save.
Hit save. Okay, what you doing next?
And then I go to additional information.
Okay.
And I hide empty fields.
No, not yet.
Oh. Okay, wait a second. Oh, results. Interested.
Okay. Interested and speaks English. Okay.
Yes.
Okay,
And then
now the reason you're hitting hide empty fields, before you hit hide empty fields, scroll down to the save button. You see it's a pretty long way down.
Oh, okay. And then save it.
So go all the way back up to the top. Don't save it yet. Hit hide empty fields and then hit save. Okay. Go out of your contacts, the arrow on the left, so you can go back to all your regular contacts. Okay, not a problem. Thanks for letting us know. That person will soon disappear from your thing, so you won't have to worry about them. In fact, hit refresh. Okay, I'll see what's going on. Go into, oh no, sorry, they won't disappear from there. Go into, yeah, they should. Go into opportunities. You see something? Okay, so it's probably busy processing. Okay, good job, Jennifer. That
Thank
was
you.
awesome.
Stop sharing.
Yep, you can stop sharing. Who's next?
I'll go next before I have to hop off.
Perfect. Let's give you some screen sharing.
Give me just a few seconds. I'm gonna get you going, Nate. Oops. Nope. Let's do co-host. All right, you have the ability now.
Okay, so share your screen.
Cool.
Okay, so you're on your first person. Let's scroll to the top. You're talking about Jody. So let's start
Yep.
your script.
All right. Jody.
Yes.
Hey, Jody, it's Nathaniel. I'm calling you from the insurance market just to quickly verify your information we have on file. We have your address as 5897 Southern Boulevard, New Orleans, Mississippi. Is this still correct?
Yes, it is.
Okay, perfect. Jody, what's your date of birth?
March 24, 1982.
Okay, great. Jody, the reason for my call is we're actually appointed with the marketplace to help people with their insurance during open enrollment. Do you have health insurance from the marketplace right now?
I'm actually not sure.
Okay, not a problem. Jody, I'm going to get one of our specialists to see if you have a marketplace plan. If you do, they'll review it to make sure it's set up correctly. You're saving as much money as possible and you're getting all your credits from the government. If you don't have a marketplace plan, we can see if you qualify for free health insurance. Does that work for you?
Sure, why not?
Okay, perfect. I'm going to send your information to a specialist and they'll contact you in about 24 to 48 hours. Jody, thank you for your time and we're looking forward to helping you. Have a great day. Bye-bye.
So smooth. So smooth. That was awesome. It was nice and slow. You make depression sound cool. Okay, click on that blue arrow at the top. So where are you going to go
Oh,
from there
sorry.
once you've had an
Wait.
answer?
I will have to go to general info and add that date of birth, right?
Correct, but that's in the contact.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Boom. I
Okay.
think you said like March 24th, something.
Yeah, you can put anything in. It's okay.
Okay, I'll just click something. Why is it?
Can't type, you've got to click. So if you want to go back in years, click the arrow at the top.
Okay, I'll just click something. Okay,
Okay.
there we go. And then it was
Stop. You've got to save it. If you don't save it, it's going to disappear. So you'll hit save over there. Okay.
then it was additional info.
Okay.
What was next after that? Was it hide empty field? No.
Okay. Phone zone results.
Yeah.
There we go.
We have, she was not sure ACA, but still, where do we put her under?
So she was interested.
She was interested. Okay.
Yep. So that at the end of the day, she said she was interested. So that's not interested. Because if you remember, the last question was, let's just let George in. Your last
qualified.
question was, do you want us to contact you? And she said yes. So she's interested.
Okay. So it'll be a yes.
Okay.
And then it was hide empty fields, right?
Then it's hide empty fields. Okay. And don't click that. Don't click it, but you would hit save.
Okay.
Click the arrow at the top. because then you would go into the next person.
Cool. Then it'd
Okay.
be Mike Smith. Okay.
Click on notes. Okay.
Yeah.
Again, everything's populated. All the information's there. You just need to read it. And you'll see
Cool.
here. So start again. Start reading.
All right. Mike.
Yes.
Mike, it's Nathaniel. I'm calling you from the insurance market just to quickly verify your information we have on file. We have your address as New
Okay.
Jersey.
Stop. Look at date of birth.
We have date of birth. Okay, I do. Yeah, we do.
Mhm.
So that's something I will look at before I even get into the script. Okay.
Correct.
We have your date of birth as May 23rd, 1974. Is that correct?
Yes, it is.
Okay, perfect. And you're still living in New Jersey, correct?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Okay, great. Mike, the reason for my call is we are actually appointed with the marketplace to help people with their insurance during open enrollment. Do you have health insurance from the marketplace?
Yes, I do.
Okay, that sounds good. Mike, I'm going to get one of our specialists to review your plan and make sure it's set up correctly. You're saving as much money as possible and you're getting all your credits from the government. Does that work for you?
No, it's not going to work. I don't want you doing that.
Okay, with the government grants, you might qualify for free health
Okay,
insurance.
so no. Have a look. Go up a little bit.
Uh,
So your question, a little bit more. Your question is, do you have health insurance from the marketplace? The person's going to give you one of three answers. They're either going to say yes, not sure, or no. So I said yes, and then I said no. But that no that you're on, number 3, relates to the question, do you have insurance from the marketplace?
Oh, okay.
So now that I've said no, you're just going to go straight to the bottom. So I'm either going to say yes or no. So now I said no.
Okay. Okay, not a problem. Mike, is there any reason why you wouldn't?
I already have a health insurance agent.
And then
And
where
then
do we
you
go
can
from there?
say, yeah, we don't, that's it. Okay, not a problem. Thank you for your time.
Okay.
And if you want, you can stop it there. So where are you going to go from here?
There I will go to, well, I guess we already have the date of birth. Do we
So
have
keep in
one
mind, now
more
you've hung up with the
address?
person. The
that
person,
again?
you've put the phone down.
Okay. Trying to see if no, we didn't collect their address. We just found out they live in New Jersey. I actually don't want to hide empty fields, right? They were
We
not
just want to know the
interested.
result.
Not interested. No ACA or yes ACA.
Correct.
And if I could just chime in real quick. So anytime that I hang up with somebody, one of the last questions I like to ask is, if they have coverage already, is there anything that you would change about it to make it better, like the coverage or the cost? That's one of my very last questions that I like to ask. Is there anything that you would change to your coverage to make it better, like the coverage or the cost? If they say no, then that's when I totally throw my hands up in the air. Because if you can't do either one of those, then it's not worth either one of your time.
I like that. Is that the coverage or the cost?
That's going to go into the script. Love it.
Yeah, is there anything that you would change about your plan to make it better, like the coverage or the cost? Because if I
Okay.
can improve on either one of those, then listen, I'm not here to waste your time.
Okay, I like that.
Okay,
put that
perfect.
there.
And then you click hide empty fields because you're going to have to save the answer. And then you click save. Don't do it, but that's what you would do.
Okay.
Perfect.
I'll stop
Guys,
sharing.
what I'd like to do is Rob, we can probably stop the recording now.